Hi, it's John Bolton in Calgary, and I understand that there was some interest in a photo posted of one of my baseball teams from way back when. And it was interesting. My sister texted that photo to me, and I texted back to her, I don't know why you're wasting my time with this. And I sent a picture of me holding that exact photo from this little book right here in this photo album that I've got. And I'm going to go through some of the names, not a lot of them because it'll take too long, but it might bring back some memories for people. So first up, this is the team that went to Puerto Rico, and there were some other players that went along with us. We brought some other players to play as Team Canada, one of which was Mike Gardner. Of course, he went on to play in Major League Baseball. But let me go through the names real quick here. That's me right there. Then you've got Mohamed Rabi. You've got Mike Hinchberger, Glenn Harding. Then this is Mark Bryan. Moving along to the second row, we've got Andy Shaw, Jeff Panik. Just some quick thoughts on the Panik family. I often think of Jeff and Joe and Jamie and Irene and the whole family. I didn't know the older brother. I believe it was Joe Jr. As well. But I think of them often. Just tragic circumstances with them. A great, great family. My dad, when he went to Puerto Rico with this team, along with Mark McGugan's father, they stayed in the same room and they had a bar set up there, and there's some great photos somewhere in a box of Irene Panik, my dad, Mr. McGugan, and all the parents partying in my dad's room while they were in Puerto Rico. You've got Dave Dott, you've got Don Dabonovich, then you've got Tim Lannon up here. We've got Coach Len Cook, you've got Steve Rand, Mark McGugan, Jack Rand in the back row who helped out coaching. And then you've got Dave Crombine and my favorite coach of all time, Gary Gallant. Now, I understand Mike Pageau had posted a comment under that original photo. Mike's not in this picture. It says right down here, absent is Mike Pageau. So, Mike, you might pop up in one of these pictures. Let me show you some other ones. Just some of the clippings. Remember Dave Brody from the Sarnia Observer? I don't know whatever happened to Dave. I haven't lived in Sarnia for more than 30 years. Over here, we came fourth in Puerto Rico, and I even have the airline ticket. When did we leave? Is the date even on there? Did they do that back then? Doesn't even say the date on there. Isn't that something? Just some of the other clippings from the newspapers. Remember this guy? Anybody who may have played on this team? Perry Mader, who played for Chatham. They called him Chatham Fireballer. And I think he was the hardest pitcher we went up against when we played on these teams way back when. Guys who are on the team, remember this. We won the OBA title. This is Kelly Kindersma right here and Randy Petrie. And we went to Kingston in one game, I remember. Under the lights we played. I think we won 2-1. Maybe somebody who was there can tell me what the score was. It was a low-scoring game because you could hardly see because the lights were so bad. Couple of more pictures from the championship winning team. And down at the bottom, you can see we've got Ed Fiorini, who was the coach of that team as well, with Kelly Kindersma and Randy Petrie. There's a championship team right there. I'll go through the names really, really quick for you. We're going to start at the front and go left to right. So you've got Daryl Fader, Rick Shansky, Dave Mercurio, Doug Wheeler, Andy Shaw. In the back row, we'll go up here. Let me just take a look. My eyesight is poor. I'm almost 60 now. Lynn Armstrong, Ted Hewitt, Carl Shaw, and you've got Kelly Kindersma, Randy Petrie, got Brad Collier, Todd Lindsay, Jeff Panik, Mike Dabonovich, Tim Miracle, and me, along with Coach Ed Fiorini. There's a picture of me and Jeff Panik both working out the next season at the Sarnia Township Arena with Frank Keane, who was one of the coaches. Some of you might remember Harry Moore. He was a Montreal Expos scout, and he was a bit of a poet as well. Now, what I remember about Harry is he was always down at the ballpark at Errol Russell Park talking to the players about how to get the barrel of the bat around to hit the ball. He was a poet, and he did up a couple of poets for our teams. One of these is from the 1979 SMAA Ontario Champions, and the other one from just out of his amazing imagination, and it mentions mentions all of the players on the team in these poems. So they're pretty cool. I hope you can see the text on these. But if you're on the team and you'd like me to send you the actual poem in text, I'd be happy to do that for you. And finally, some of the patches that were kept over the years from some of the baseball teams from way back when. It seems like yesterday, but it also seems like oh so long ago. Thanks to Dad for keeping all this stuff.